Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make overlay photo art projects using the photo editing application called Pro Knockout. If you are using a different photo application tool, you may want to view this video and just confirm that the tool you are using has the same functions. It is very likely it does. There are several photo editing apps that are available to download. They are all very similar. The one we're using is the free version of Pro Knockout. You can find it in your app store. So as you see, as we open Pro Knockout and close the ads, you will soon arrive at this home screen with the colored tiles. The first thing we are going to do is just use the photo editor, and for this demonstration I am assuming that you have already taken a photo of something that would serve as a good background already. So once you arrive at the home screen, you would click Photo Editor. It is on the second row in bluish purple. And then you will choose one of your pictures. And you see me scrolling through my pictures. I have taken this picture of a carpet in the media center because it had a lot of colors and it was kind of jazzy, and I thought it would be kind of fun to manipulate. So once I have this picture loaded up, you will see your menu of options at the bottom. One of my favorite is the mirror function, and you see I've pressed that, and it allows me to kind of duplicate the picture in lots of different ways until I find something I like. This is not a necessary step. This is just, kind of what I like to do. You should use your own creativity to explore what the tool can do. Another favorite, you see I've chosen this mirror pattern, is the kaleidoscope, which is another one of my favorites. And you can see here that I can choose lots of different ways to manipulate my photo using the kaleidoscope. Right now I'm using the perspective function, which is one of my favorites. You see you can drag that dot around and make your background look a little different. You see there are other options here, other mirrors, other kaleidoscopes, other patterns that you can choose. Another thing you can do, see I've gone to something different here. I've chosen another view. This doesn't allow me to do the perspective, but you see I am saving this here as a new photo that I can open back up again to re-manipulate with the perspective. Again, this is all optional. You can do one picture, or you can edit one and then re-edit it. You see I've pulled that same picture up again, and I'm going to go back to my favorite, the perspective, and kind of pull that around. So again, it's up to you. You can do this one step, two steps. You can do 17 different steps if you wanted to, and if time allowed. So just do some experimenting on your own, and you'll see what Knockout Pro can do. You see I've saved this new picture to my photo library. Next, we are going to begin editing our second picture with the Cut Out tool, which is on the top row in the pinkish color. And you'll see once we touch that, we will get the cutout menu. I will go and find one of my photos. I'm going to scroll for something that would be a good thing to use. This is where, I'm assuming that you have already taken a photo that you would like to cut out. And once I find a picture, you will see it will show up on the cutout menu. And there's a couple of different tools that you can use here. The first one you will see is I am cutting out. I'm just drawing on the screen with my finger, or if you have a stylus pen, sometimes that is helpful. You don't have to be too surgically precise here because there are tools that you can use to recover spaces that you've missed or erase spaces that you don't want. So you see it's making my cutout here. And you see I've missed a couple spaces. Lemmy's nose is not showing up, so I'm going to click Recover, and that'll give me a dot that I can go around and paint back in the parts that I want. So we'll get all of Lemmy's face there. Another tool you'll see in a minute is Erase. I'll click that in a second. There we go. And it's the same concept with the dot. You can go around the edges and erase places where you might have been sloppy. You can adjust the size of this dot. You'll see me do that here. See, I can make the dot bigger and smaller to make the field that I am either recovering or erasing bigger or smaller. And then when you're done, you just click Next, and it will save a copy of this as its own photo. Next, for the really fun part, we will superimpose our two photos. So you see superimpose on the top row. Once I click that, it'll open the superimpose menu. You'll see I can choose my foreground and my background. For my background, I'm going to go and pick the photo I made earlier. There it is. That is my background. Then I'm going to pick my foreground and I'll find the cutout picture I made earlier. There she is. And then I can just place it on my picture. I can move it around. You can see down at the bottom there are tons of other effects you can use here, like blending, making parts of it more transparent. It just depends on how you like to do. Do some experimentation to see what looks best for you. And when you're done, click the button at the top, the share looking button, which will again save it as its own photo, and that will be your finished product. I hope this tutorial has been helpful for you to begin using Knockout Pro or a program like it to produce overlay photo artwork.